afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Bronx, New York, home of Gaelic Park for today's U15 A Spring League final between Barnabas, green and gold, and Celtics in red and white. Team outs as follows. For Celtics in goal, Liam Belton. Number 2, Emmett Layden. Number 3, Brandon Lakes. Number 4, Sean Drew. Right half back, James Donoghue. 6, 8, Cassidy. And 7, Michael Fitzgibbon. Number 8, Lewis Casades and Keane Doyle. Right half forward, Kevin Taylor. Number 11, Michael Layden. And 12, Niall Cronin. At 13, Cormac Connaughton. Cian Gahan at number 14. And corner forward, Oisin Cusick. Number 18, Keane Flanagan. Number 19, Patrick Doherty. Number 20, Pierre Sweeney. And Conor Carty at number 21. Line out for Barnabas as follows. In goal, Charlie O'Connor. Number 2, Kieran McCormack. Number 3, Tieran Kinney. Number 4, Niall Switzer. Number 5, Matthew McCaffrey. Number 6, Thomas Lilly. Number 7, Owen Dillon. Number 8, Pranshu Barrett. Number 9, Oren Murray. And number 10, Sean Lynch. Number 11, Rory O'Halloran. And number 12, Owen Lynch. Full forward line. Number 13, Luke Harvey. Number 14, Ken O'Connor. And a right corner forward, James Lilly at number 15. Number 16, Owen Switzer. Number 17, Conor Devine. Number 18, Conor Linehan. And number 19, Sean Gilligan. Number 20, Matt Flynn. Our referee today is Kenny Kirk. So we're nearly ready here to go. A nice day for football. A little bit cloudy right now. Breeze coming from right to left as we face the field. It should be an interesting game. Barnabas overcame Rockland in their semi-final, and Celtics over Shannon Gales. Two very, very close games, very competitive. Just waiting for the officials, and we're up. Falls to Oren Murray, looks up the centre. Rory O'Hanlon. Rory O'Hanlon back again, looking out. Had passes it off to Oren Murray. Across to James Lilly. Celtic being tight defence. Picked up, and they turned it over. Lewis Casades drove that ball in, but drove it over the sideline. Sideline ball to Barnabas. Anshu Barrett. That's it to James Lilly, but well intercepted. He drives a long high ball in into Cian Gahan. Cian is adjudged to have fouled his marker, which is Thomas Lilly. So free out for Barnabas. Thomas out to the left hand side. Off to Matthew McCarthy. Matthew off to Pranshu. Back to That's off to James Lilly, and James Lilly turns. Comes off his head, but he's still in control. Goes down and picks it up. And that's adjudged a free in for Barnabas. To the right hand side. Slight breeze blowing at his face. Looks like it's James Lilly that's going to take it. James, the left footed player. It suits him on this side. Steadies it up. And it tails off right and wide. 3 minutes gone, no score yet. Liam Belton cues it up, drives it down the right hand side of the field. That's gathered by James Donoghue. There's a free here for Barnabas. Drives it out to Panchu. Panchu carries it up along the sideline to Luke Harvey. Gathers it back again. Well intercepted. Off to Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes off to Lewis Casades. Into the corner. Good ball. That's gathered by Cian Gahan. Cian is queuing it up. Throws it out to Niall Cronin. Niall Cronin and over the bar. Good score. 4 minutes gone. We have Celtics at 1 point. Barnabas at 0. Charlie O'Connor. His brother Kenny plays it full forward. Charlie drives it out to the left hand side of the field. But that's gathered by Lewis Casades. Hand passes it off to Cian Gahan. Takes the return pass again. There's 3 of them coming here. That's off to Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor off to the right and wide. It looks like it's a 45. This is to be taken by Cian Doyle in number 16 on his back today. Nice drive, right in, and gathered on the line, Kenny O'Connor. Feeds it out to Old Dillon. There's a push in the back, a free to Barnabas. Oren Murray, Oren, great pace, heading for goal. And a good tackle. That's a 45 to Barnabas. Aidan Cassidy got a hand to that. Barnabas have a 45. This is to be taken by Rory O'Halloran. Decides to go short. Hits it right across the field. That's a bad turnover. And again, Barnabas must get the ball back. Works a 1-2. Niall Switzer into the goalkeeper's hands. Liam Belton drives it out to the right hand side of the field. But that's only as far as Panchu. Oh, and Panchu goes for the hand pass, but nearly turns it over. But no, Barnabas still regain. He's getting the advantage here by the referee. Advantage is over. Play is continued. Hand pass in. Owen Lynch, but Owen fails together. Sean Lynch adjudged to have fouled. It's Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes decides to go short. Going for the support play, takes it back. Looking up. Hand passes it on. On to Cian Gahan. Sideline ball. Celtics ball. Cian Doyle drives a long high ball in towards the square. Niall Switzer. Oh, Kieran McCormick. That's Kieran. Takes it out. Hand passes it back. They ran out of space. Celtics ball. Good pressure by Celtics. That ball is back to Michael Layden. And passes it back. That's Keane Gahan and passes it back to Keane Doyle. That's a nice score. 8 minutes gone. Celtics 2 points. Barnabas at 0. Charlie O'Connor drives it out towards the centre, up for Thomas Lilly, but it's gathered by off to Charlie. Charlie gathers it. Hand passes out to his cornerback, Sean Lynch. Barnabas working it out up the field. It's Kieran McCormack. That's intercepted by James Donoghue. Michael Layden looks up. That's a heavy hit. Heavy hit. That is by Charlie O'Connor, or Kenny O'Connor. He could be in bother here. A yellow card. So that's a free, make it about nearly on a 40-yard line, inside the 40-yard line. Looks like Keane Doyle is going to have a pot at this. It's a long, high ball and it sails off to the left and wide. Charlie O'Connor goes short. Out to his brother, Kenny. There's Kieran McCormack. Hand passing back to Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch gets the advantage. Back to Kieran McCormack. Kieran again looking for the short pass. Back to Sean. They're working it between the two of them. Hits it down along that sideline. Out to Orton Murray. Orton Murray, free for Orton Murray. Drives it in fast. Got the bounce and it falls to James Lilly. James Lilly is adjudged to have fouled. Free about 21 yards out, nearly directly in front of the post. This is going to be taken by Luke Harvey. Referee is just pulling him back a little bit. Luke steadies. And that's right over the bar. That's the first score for Barnabas. 10 minutes gone. Celtics 2 points, Barnabas 1 point. Celtics go short, back to Brandon Lakes. Carries it down the field, past the midway point. Hand passes it off. Go looking for the return pass. But he drives it in long. Good ball in over the top. This is into Keane Gahan. Keane Gahan gets it. Looking. And it's in the back of the net. That was a well-worked goal. All came from a short kick out at the back to Brandon Lakes. Brandon had carried it halfway, hand passed it off. And into Keane Gahan. 11 minutes gone. Celtics 1 goal and 2 points. To Barnabas 1 point. 5 plays for 1. He's up to Ponshu. Ponshu gathers, looks. Off to Owen Lynch. Owen Lynch. Oren Murray. Great burst of pace in for James Lilly. Just been might a little bit too far ahead of him. Well defended, but he takes a return pass. And that's a good save. Good block down. Good block down. Great play by James Donoghue. .45 for Barnabas. 12 minutes gone. Oh, it's actually a free out for Celtics. Drives it along. Off to Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes free for Brandon. Gives it back to Keane Doyle. Decides to go across the field. Hand passes off. Lewis Cascades. And they're in over the top again here. And it falls to that Madigan. Off the crossbar. Very close. Falls to a Barnabas player. Honshu drives it across the field. Owen Lynch decides to go back, looking for help. Matthew McCaffrey. Hand passes back to Owen Lynch. Across to his cousin Sean. Sean drives a long ball in. And that's into Luke Harvey. Luke looks into James Lilly. Into the right hand corner. James opts to come around. Hand passes across to Oren Murray that again. And again intercepted by Celtics. But it falls to Luke Harvey. Luke looks, turns, blocked down partially by Celtics. Back to the goalkeeper. Hand passes it out. Turned over by Barnabas. And that's a nice score by Luke Harvey. "14 minutes gone. Celtics 5, Barnabas 2.
I'm just joking.
Guys are just taking on a little bit of water right now. It's pretty warm here today, around 80 degrees. Sun has retreated behind the clouds, so it should be a little bit cooler out there. The ref has decided to do water breaks, so I guess we'll have a water break halfway through each half. So Barnabas with 2 points, scored by Luke Harvey. Celtics with 1 goal and 2 points. That goal being scored by Cian Gahan. Two points, one being scored by Cian Doyle and the other by Niall Cronin.
I can't do shit. Who that? Oh, there's my man. You're gorgeous, you know that. What happened, Danny? Yeah, he is. Did I let my gay out? Did it just come out, yeah? All good in the hood, kid.
Okay, we're ready to resume here again. 14 minutes gone. Celtics 1-2. Barnabas 2 points. 5 plays 2. Celtics kick out by Liam Belton. Goes short to Brandon Lakes. Brandon carries the ball. Judged to being fouled by James Lilly. Looks up, looks for short. He decides to go back. Gets the hand pass back. Looks up, nothing on. Decides to take on his man. It's good defending by Barnabas. It's offloaded to Sean Drew. Sean Drew is surrounded by 2 Barnabas players, and that's turned over by Ponchu. Gathers a ball, and again turned over by Celtics. That's a free for Brandon Lakes. Brandon hits it across to Cormac Connaughton. Takes the hand pass. Drives it down along the sideline. Out to James Donoghue. Keane gone. Back to Keane Doyle. Patient build up. Brandon Lakes. James Donoghue. Cormac Connaughton. Back to James Donoghue again. Brandon Lakes. Been very patient here, looking to get a scoring avenue. Ball comes across, and that's gathered by Kenny O'Connor. Ponchu drives it out the field towards Oran Murray, but he's surrounded by Celtic players. Good defending. And again, it's turned over by Barnabas. Conor Linehan. Off to James Lilly. James Lilly palms it back to Luke Harvey. Luke inside to James Lilly. And Conor Linehan is inside. If he gathers this ball, there could be a goal on here. He turns. And it's turned over by Celtics. Good possession. Oran Murray. They had the advantage to James Lilly. Gives him a 1-2. Keeper comes out. Liam Belton did very well. But Barnabas still have it. Luke Harvey. Luke, and straight over the bar. All 3 scores today coming from Luke Harvey for Barnabas. Celtics 1-2. Barnabas 3 points. 7 minutes left in this half. Celtics have gone short with this one. Sean Drew gets his foul, judged to be fouled. Looks like Keane Doyle is going to take this one, looking for runners down the field. Nothing available, drives it into the corner. That's Keane gone. Keane to try to take out his man, but he's been pushed back out. And off to Lewis Cascades, and Lewis has been fouled. Free for Celtics. This is about 30 yards out on the left-hand side. Keane gone. Has already scored a goal today. Steadies himself. Drives it. And it's over the bar. That's a good score by Keane Gahan. That's 1 goal and 1 point for Keane. We're now 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Barnabas, 3 points. Celtics, 1-3. 3 plays 6. Ponchu takes the mark, looks up, Old Ledge, well that's gathered by Michael Fitzgibbon. Michael, that man again, Keane Gahan. Steadies it back to Kevin Taylor. Cormac Connaughton. Cormac turns it over. Barnabas do well. That's given by Rory. Rory O'Halloran. Off to Oran Murray to James Lilly. James looks up, back to Rory O'Halloran. Looking for support, and he gets it. James turns on his outside, decides not, pulls the trigger, and that's right over. Oh, into the goalkeeper's hands. It just fell short. But it's only straight out as far as Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch hand passes it in. Conor Linehan. Back to Luke Harvey. It takes a rebound and it's in the back of the net. It's a goal for Barnabas. We're all tied, 1-3 apiece. That shot originally was from Luke Harvey. It took a deflection on the way in. That's 1 goal and 3 points for Luke Harvey. We're all tied up. Celtics go short. Brandon Lakes. James Donoghue plays it off to Cormac Connaughton. Back again, Brandon Lakes. Celtics working it around the middle, waiting for their chance to something to open up. Brandon Lakes off to Lewis Casades. Takes a heavy knock, but gets back on his feet. That's turned over. Matthew McCaffrey. Conor Linehan. Off to Owen Lynch. Plays it out to Ponchu. Hand passes into the path for Conor Linehan. Does well. But well gathered by Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes comes across the field. Keane Doyle into the corner. It's a little bit too far. This is going to be gathered by Thomas Lilly. And passes it back. Kenny O'Connor comes across the field. Off Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch drives it up the left-hand side of the field to Oren Murray. Oren Murray is being marked by Aidan Cassidy. 2 pacey players. That's off to Rory O'Halloran. Rory takes the bounce, dispossessed, but retrieves the ball again. Carries the ball up to the centre. Off to Luke Harvey. Luke looks up for an option. And it comes across to Sean Lynch. Thinks about it, but changes his mind. Takes them on. Great play into Luke Harvey. And there's another score for Luke Harvey. Barnabas take the lead for the first time today. 8 minutes remaining. We have Barnabas at 7. Celtics 6. Liam Belton drives it round to the centre of the field. But that's gathered by Ponchu. Seems he was taking a little knock to his head. Free is taken quickly by Thomas Lilly. The referee decides to hold it up. It looks like it's a head injury. Looks like he took a knock when he hit the ground there. Barnabas leading by 1, 8 minutes remaining. First time today they've led in this game. Nothing between these sides. They'll get a chance to take on some water here now with this break for this injury. Again, all Barnabas scores have come from Luke Harvey. 1-4 scored by Luke. And he's back on his feet, Ponchu. So we're ready to resume here again. Looks like it's going to be a Barnabas ball by James Lilly. James looking up, looking for options. Decides to go back. Sean Lynch. Sean, head up into the corner. That's a high ball into the corner towards Rory O'Halloran. Rory gathers it. Comes out on the outside. Hand passes it across. Oren Murray. Or decides to take them on. Hand passes it off. But there was originally a free, but the referee had given the advantage to no avail. So it's a free in for Barnabas. Just outside the 21-yard line. A free is going to be taken by James Lilly. Steadies himself. has the shot, but it drops short for Brandon Lakes. Brandon carries the ball, hand passes it out. Takes the return pass, looking for help here. Decides to go back. Kieran Taylor. Kieran hits the ball along the sideline. Tiernan Kenny beats his man. Lays it off to Thomas Lilly. Hand passes it off. Luke Harvey decided to have a shot on his left, but it tailed to the left and wide. 6 minutes remaining in this half. Liam Belton sizing up his options, looks down the field. Goes out to the right hand side of the field. That's gathered by Tiernan Kenny. Off to Luke Harvey. Off to Oran Murray. Oran Murray sails right over the bar. Good score by Barnabas. That's Oran Murray's first score of today. 8 plays 6 points. Barnabas 8. Celtics 6 with 6 minutes remaining. Liam Belton decides to go short this time. That was played out to Niall Cronin. Now Celtics working along down the right hand side of the field. Back to his cornerback, Emmett Layden. Emmett drives a low ball. And it's gathered by Cian Gahan. Cian Gahan plays it off to his cornerback, Sean Drew. Sean was fouled. So it's a free on the right hand side of the field. About 30 yards out. This is going to be taken by Cian Doyle. So the referee is just asking him to move back 13 metres. So this is going to be taken by Cian Doyle. Steadies it up, drives a long ball in, but it's tailed off to the left and drifted off wide. Charlie O'Connor getting ready to take this kick out. Decides to go short. Matthew McCaffrey. Matthew plays it off to Kenny O'Connor. Kenny is looking for help. Gets it back again by Matthew. Off to that man again, Luke Harvey. Luke plays it into the corner. In towards Conor Linehan. But Celtics turn it over. Out they come this side of the field. The space. That's Brandon Lakes carrying it out. Judged to be fouled by James Lilly. Plays it over to the right hand side of the field. That's Niall Cronin. And passes it off to Cian Gahan. And gives it back to Lewis Casades. They have an overlap here. Celtics with it in, but that's into the hands. Charlie O'Connor. Charlie back out the field. Off to Pod Shoe. Lewis Casades. Hits it off to Niall Cronin. Niall Cronin into the corner. But it's off to the right and wide. Barnabas, or Celtics nearly had a goal chance there, but didn't work out for them. We have 3 minutes left. Barnabas up by 2 points. 8 plays 6. Charlie O'Connor looking. Comes out this wing. Out to his cornerback. That's a 1-2, nice ball down the left-hand wing. That's played into the path of Oran Murray. Oran gathers it, hand passes it across to James Lilly. James gathers, and that's at the back of the net. That's a goal for Barnabas, a goal for James Lilly. That was a good work score. Oran Murray had passed it out. James Lilly was open, and he drove it low and hard into the corner. 2-5 to Barnabas, 1-3 to Celtics. Drives a long high ball, but that's only as far as Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch gathers and passes off to Luke Harvey. Luke looks for support. That support is Oren Murray. Oren's the shot, but it drifts off to the left and wide. Little under 2 minutes remaining here. Barnabas by 5 points, 11 plays 6. And that's driven out this side of the field, right into the path of Cormac Connaughton. But old Dylan looks like it's going to be a Celtics ball here by Keane Doyle. He's looking up to see what's available. Decides to go back. Cormac Connaughton, James Donoghue, being driven back by two Barnabas players. Who gets it off to Cormac Connaughton, who gives it into the corner. Thomas Lilly taking it through past this midway point. Still going with the ball, going right through the centre. And there is that man beside him, Oren Murray, but he decides to pass it over to his brother, James. James goes and shoots with the right, and it's in the back of the net. That's 2 goals for James Lilly in the space of 3 to 4 minutes. One with his right, one with his left. His brother, Thomas, had come the length of the field. Celtics go short again to Brandon Lakes, looking for support here. Off to Kevin Taylor. Back to Lewis Casades. But that's only as far as Matthew McCaffrey. Mike Fitzgibbon. And that's the half-time buzzer. Half-time. Barnabas 3-5, Celtics 1-3, 14 plays 6. We'll be back in a little while with the second half. Thank you. Okay, you're very welcome back for the second half of this U15 A Spring League final between Barnabas and Celtics. Barnabas, 3 goals and 5 points. Celtics, 1 goal and 3 points. Referee is just waiting for umpires. Ready to go. And we're off. Gathered by Ponchu. Back to Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch. Tiernan Kenny. Plays it off to Rory O'Halloran. Rory looks up. Nice ball in. And he's open. Oren Murray has space here. Takes on his man. Has the speed. Drives it. What a goal. Top corner. Great score. Well worked. That's 2 goals for Oren Murray. Liam Belton drives it out the left hand side of the field. That's only as far as Owen Lynch. Owen Lynch looks to James Lilly. James looks up and passes it back. Luke Harvey. That blast is blocked down and Celtics come out. Brandon Lakes carrying the ball. Off to Aidan Cassidy. Aidan. Off to Cian Gahan. And return to Niall Cronin. That's a well-worked score by Celtics. A score by Noel Cronin. Or Niall Cronin. That's 2 points today for Niall. Charlie O'Connor drives it down the centre. Referee adjudged Ponchu. Foul Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes going to take this free. Looking up. Plays it short. Michael Layden cuts back in. Brandon is supporting on the outside. Decides to go himself. This is into the corner. It's a good score. Sean Drew. Number 4. Three minutes gone. 4 goals and 5 points. Barnabas. 1 goal and 5 points for Celtics. Charlie decides to go short to his brother Kenny. Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch. Plays it into the path of Thomas Lilly. Thomas carries it down the left-hand side, looking for support. Still going into the corner, surrounded by 2 Celtics players. Gets through both of them. Hand passes it off into the path of Ponchu. Gathers it. Chance on goal. And Ponchu puts it wide. Good scoring opportunity there for Barnabas. Celtics playing against the breeze here. Seems to have gathered. It's a free out. Referee decides to move it on, not being given the ball. Brandon Lakes looks up. Goes short. Cian Gahan plays it off, hand passes it off. Off to Lewis Casades. Into Niall Cronin. Niall has space here. Gets by his man. Brings it into the centre. Has a shot and hits the upright. And it falls into the path. That's a goal for Celtics. That was scored by Cian Doyle. Sean Lynch drives it on the right hand side of the field. Only to be turned over. Celtics in possession. Up to Niall Cronin. Off to Cian Doyle. Cian Doyle. Pierce Sweeney, number 20, comes on for Celtics. Now Barnabas have possession. Rory O'Halloran down the right hand side. Off to James Lilly. Gives a 1-2. Takes it back in possession. Low ball into the path of Luke Harvey. But he runs out of space and runs out over the line. That's a wide ball. Just 5 minutes gone. 4-5. Barnabas. Celtics 2-5. 6 points in it. Drives a long high ball. And that's fielded by Ponchu. Referee playing advantage here. Off to Luke Harvey. Back to Ponchu. That was into the path of Oren Murray, but was well defended by Celtics. Out to Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes off to James Donoghue. James hit it across the field. Matthew McCaffrey. And that's a foul on Michael Layden. Looks like Matthew is going to get it. That's a yellow card. So free for Celtics around the midway part of the field. It's going to be taken here by Brandon Lakes. Having a good game today, Brandon. Got on a lot of ball. Looks up, hits it out to the left-hand side. And that's towards Niall Cronin. Gathers it. That hand pass just went astray, gathered by Barnabas. That's off to Owen Lynch. Owen Lynch looking for support. Takes it on his left and draws a lovely ball into Oren Murray. Oren Murray is hit hard by Emmett Linden. That's a heavy tackle. Referee is calling him to the side. Number 2, Emmett Linden. And that's a yellow card for the right cornerback, Emmett Linden. Ball was played into the path of Oren Murray, and he just turned, and Emmett Linden was right there waiting for him. Referee deemed it as a high tackle. Hopefully Oren will be okay, able to continue. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Barnabas leading Celtics by 6 points. Players taking on some water here. Oren is back to his feet. That's good to see. We may not be able to continue, maybe going off for some treatment. So it's a free here for Celtics. Or for Barnabas on the, looks like close to the 45-yard line. And we have Connor Devine after coming on, number 17. And he's in place of Oren Murray. Barnabas decided to go short. That's a foul on Rory O'Halloran. Over on the right-hand side of the field, about 21 yards out. Difficult angle. Looks like James Lilly will take this. James goes short. Back to Luke Harvey. Luke Soates towards goal. Hand passes it off. Deep in that corner. Back to James Lilly. James hand passes it back out. Luke Harvey again. Not getting much. Celtics disciplined. Tight at the back. Back out to Sean Lynch. Up to his cousin, Owen. Owen is going to take a shot here. Has a shot, but his tail to the right and wide. 8 minutes gone. Barnabas by 6 points. That's a short kick out. Off to Cian Gahan. Driven out this side of the field. Lewis Cassels. Lewis decides to take him on. Plays it off to Cian Gahan. Gets the return pass. Cian sends it out to that Niall Cronin. Niall has the shot. Up and it's high. And it's tailed to the right and wide. Charlie O'Connor getting ready to kick this out. Goes short. Off to Tiernan McCann. Tiernan Kenny. Back to Matthew McCaffrey. Back to Tiernan Kenny again. Takes a solo going through. Off to Thomas Lilly. Short hand pass the game to Sean Lynch. Sean out this side here. Roy O'Halloran. Roy gets by. Soccer touch. Goes over that ball, but there's a push in the back and it's a free. Takes a free quickly to Sean Lynch. Sean is heading in. Gets a 1-2 pass. Takes a shot. And it sails over the bar. It's a good score for Barnabas. That's Sean's first score of today. Celtics go short again. But they turned over the ball. And that's in the path of James Lilly. James fails to convert. Good defending by Celtics. And passes it off. Off to Aidan Cassidy. Aidan Cassidy off to Cian Gahan. He scored 2 goals today as Cian. Takes it up the left hand side of the field. Needs support. Gets that support. But decides he's going to go himself again. It's off to Brandon Lakes. Brandon decides to take on his man. And the judge to be being fouled, and it's a free. About 21 yards out on the left hand side. A free for Celtics. This is Cian Gahan. Steadying himself. Hits it with the right. Tails off. And that is a score. Took the umpire a little while to get. That's a score. It's a point for Celtics. Good score there by the number 14, Cian Gahan. That's 1-2 for Cian today. Charlie O'Connor, again, Barnabas goes short, Sean Lynch. Sean looks up, drives it down the right hand side. Off to the substitute. Sean Gilligan. Luke Harvey. Luke back out to Sean Gilligan. That's driven into the corner, into James Lilly. James aside, come back out to Sean Gilligan. That's a foul on James Lilly. 21 yards out, but it's a tight angle on the right hand side of the field. Suited to a left footed kicker. What James is. He's going to take this himself. James Lilly. Scored 1 goal and 1 point today. Actually, 2 goals he has scored. He goes that short. Back to Conor Linehan. Pacey player, Conor. Tries to take on his man, but it's turned over by Celtics. That's a good turnover. This is off to Cian Gahan. Being pursued by Ponchu. Still in possession. That's a foul by Ponchu. Looks like Ponchu is going to get a card. Or his name is going into the book for looks like a little bit of dissent. And that's a yellow card. So this free is going to be taken by Niall Cronin at 45 metres out. He's looking to go short. And he goes short to Brandon Lakes. Brandon in the centre looking for some help. Decides he's going to take them on himself. He's been pursued by Sean Lynch. Hand passes it off. Off to Cian Doyle. Cian Doyle back to Cian Gahan. Cian Gahan, referee playing advantage. Cian decides he's going to take his free. About 25 yards out to the right hand side, slightly. Well within his range. So he steadies up. And that's over the bar. That's a good score by Cian Gahan. That's 1-3 for Cian Gahan today. $16 minutes remaining. 4 goals and 6 points. Barnabas, Celtics 2-7. 5-point game. It's kicked out by Charlie O'Connor. Ponshu gathers. Decides to carry it himself. Gives out James Lilly. James Lilly back to Owen Lynch. Gets the return pass to his Ponshu. Into the corner to Conor Linehan. Conor is speed here. Decides to take it on. The referee is playing on the advantage. Luke Harvey. And Barnabas. Goal for Luke Harvey. That's 2 goals and 4 points for Luke Harvey. Brendan out to Brandon Lakes. And it gathers. Goes short. That's to James Donoghue. Carries it off. Off to Cian Gahan. Cian is going to take it on here. Goes the way but is blocked out. Well defended by Barnabas. And that's a free out. That was taken by Tyrone Kinney, but it didn't go too well. He sent it out over the sideline, right hand side. Celtics have the ball here now. That was carried by Lewis Casades, and he's been fouled. And it's a free in for Celtics. It looks like Cian Gahan is going to have it 21 yards out. And that's over the bar. It's another score for Cian. 1 goal and 5 points he's put up today for Celtics. 14 minutes remaining. 21 Barnabas, 14 Celtics. And we've decided to have a water break here for a few minutes. And we'll resume shortly. Water break for a while, yeah. You have plenty of time now with that. Okay, welcome back. We're ready to resume after a brief break for water break there. 14 minutes remaining on the clock. 5 goals and 6 points to Barnabas. Celtics 2 goals and 8 points. That's 21 plus 14. Charlie O'Connor is ready to kick this out. Goes short to his brother, Ken Jr. Kenny takes solo, decides he's going to take them on, and passes it off. That's off to Tiernan Kenny. And passes, but turned over. Celtics. Rory O'Halloran. Rory gets it off to Sean Gilligan. Off to Podshoe. There's space here. Conor Linehan. That's over the bar. We have substitute number 18, Keane Flanagan, has come on for Celtics. Okay, so it's going to be a hot ball here. It looks like referee has decided something wasn't done properly, and Celtics regain possession and get a free out. Out to Aidan Cassidy. Aidan hand passes it off to Brandon Lakes. Being pursued by Podshoe. Podshoe takes a tumble. That's driven in long in towards Niall Cronin, but he's dispossessed by Kieran McCormack. Conor Linehan down along the side towards James Lilly, but that's well defended. James Donoghue. Referee calls it back. Looks like Aidan Cassidy get his name into the book for some illegal activity. So we just having a word. There's a yellow card for Aidan Cassidy. It's going to be a Barnabas ball here. Sean Lynch on the 40-yard line decides to keep it down the same side to Conor Linehan. Conor heading back in towards the centre, looking for support, and passes off to Luke Harvey. But Celtics turn it over. Cian Gahan. Referee allows advantage. Celtics continue. Brandon Lakes looking up, looking for some help. Takes a 1-2. Keane Doyle. No way through and back out again. Off to Aidan Cassidy. Aidan is trying to take on. Looking for help. Gets by. Hand passes in. Right in the square. And that's a chance. Keane Flanagan. Keane is dispossessed. Tiernan Kenny is down this side. Surrounded by 2 Celtics players. And it's a free. Looks like looks like Tiernan picked up an injury. Referee having a word with Brandon Lakes. He's putting his name in the book. And that's a yellow card for Brandon. It's going to be free here for Tiernan at 21-yard line. Tiernan is receiving some treatment. Looks like a facial injury. "11 minutes left in this game. Barnabas 5-7, Celtics 2-8. So it's a free out here. Matthew McCaffrey about to take this. Looking for someone, decides to go back. Sean Lynch. Sean Lynch comes out with the ball. Coming to the centre, hand passes it off to Kieran McCormack. Kieran gathers the ball. Gives it back to Sean. Sean Lynch. Off to Sean Gilligan. Nice ball along, but just too high over James Lilly's head. And that's gathered by the cornerback for Celtics. Hand passed off to Michael Layden. Carries it up the left-hand side of the field. Looking for support. Hand passes off. Off to number 20, and that's Pierce Sweeney. Pierce Sweeney to Brandon Lakes. Aidan Cassidy. Keane Gahan. No way through. But he gets a shooting angle and he takes his score. That's a good score by Keane Gahan. That's 1 goal, 5 points for Keane Gahan today. The referee is telling Charlie O'Connor to move the play on a little bit faster. Charlie hits it out to Sean Lynch. Sean decides to carry it. Hand passes it off to Ponchu. Quick transition. Luke Harvey, that man. Luke inside. James Lilly makes the run for him. Decides to take on his man. And that's a foul on James Lilly. That's a free in for Barnabas. About 14 yards out on the left-hand side of the goal. Suited for a right-footed kicker. And it looks like Luke Harvey may have a shot at this. Luke Harvey with 2 goals and 4 points today. Make that 2 goals and 5 points for Luke Harvey. 9 minutes remaining. 23 is 15 in favour of Barnabas. Liam Belton hits a good ball out to his midfielder. That's off to Aidan Cassidy. Now he's working up the field along with Kevin Taylor. Advantage being played here for Celtics. And they avail of it. Off to Keane Gahan. Keane looking for a way through, decides to take it on. But he's been shepherded back out and has to come all the way back out to his 40-yard line. And back to Michael Fitzgibbon. That's to James Donoghue. Off to Brandon Lakes. Aidan Cassidy tried to get through. The judge to being fouled. That's a free for Celtics. Aidan Cassidy. Looks like Keane Doyle went short or miscued it, but didn't work out. Barnabas gathered possession and Ponchu hits it out. Sean Gilligan, number 17, came on earlier for Oren Murray, looking for help. Gets it. Barnabas loses possession and that's off to Aidan Cassidy. Aidan Cassidy decides going to take on Keane Gahan. Hand passes in the path, but only as far as Kenny O'Connor. Kenny breaks out with the ball. Off to Luke Harvey. Dispossessed. Celtics pick it up. Free in for Celtics. About 30 yards out. Keane Gahan as this may want to take a shot or may go short. A little over 6 minutes remaining. Takes a shot, but it drifts off to the right and wide by Keane Gahan. 23 plays 15, 8 points in favour of Barnabas. Little over 6 minutes remaining. Charlie O'Connor here, no rush to take this kick out. Referee now tell him move along. Goes long right down the centre towards Sean Gilligan. Picked up by Sean Gilligan, hands it off to Thomas Lilly. Gathers the ball again and takes off down the field, drives it down the centre, right into the path. And that's a bounce. But Well picked up by Cormac Connaughton. Judged it pretty well. Barnabas could have been in for a goal there. Now Cormac looking for some help and gets it by Brandon Lakes. Brandon Lakes has had a good game today, covered a lot of ground. Hand passes it off to Cian Gahan. Another man who's had a fantastic game. Has given everything he has, carries it right through to the 14-yard line. But he's met by a wall of Barnabas players. He's not going to get in there too easy. And has turned it over. Sean Gilligan. Looks like referee is having some words with management. So it's going to be a free in for Celtics here. Brandon Lakes off to Kevin Taylor. Kevin hand passes it across. Cian Doyle back to Kevin Taylor. Thought about the shot, but changed his mind. And Cian Doyle puts that over, and that's a nice score by Cian Doyle. It's 3 points for Cian Doyle today. He's had a good game. A little over 4 minutes remaining. Charlie O'Connor, again, being told to move it along a little bit. Gets the ball and it falls into the path of Niall Cronin. Niall throwing for a goal here. And that is in the back of the net. That's scored by Niall Cronin. That's a good score. We're the Celtics back into it. That's 1 goal and 2 points by Niall Cronin. Little under 4 minutes left. 5-8. Barnabas, 3 points. 3 goals and 10 points to Celtics. Panchu gathers along here. So it looks like it's a free for Barnabas. It's going to be taken here by Panchu. Drives it across the centre. It was Rory O'Halloran. Off to Matthew McCaffrey. Matthew decides to go on himself. Left footed players, Matthew. Tries to hand pass in, but that's dispossessed by Celtics and turned over. And here they come up the field. Kevin Taylor. James Donoghue comes across the field towards Aidan Cassidy. Aidan Cassidy looking for some help, but the judge to have thrown the ball instead of a hand pass. So it's going to be Barnabas with a free kick, and there'll be no rush to take this. 23 for Barnabas, 19 for Celtics. Back to Kenny O'Connor, to Thomas Lilly. Thomas decides he's going to go himself. Gets support in the way of Kenny O'Connor. Kenny offloads it to Panchu. And there's space here for Luke Harvey. He's taking on his man, Sean Gilligan. Back to Luke. Oh, he decided to go himself, but he slipped it to Luke Harvey, and Luke Harvey to Conor Linehan. Conor steadies the ship, puts that over the bar. That's 2 points for Conor Linehan today. We have an injury here picked up for one of the Celtics players, so the clock has stopped and a little over 2 minutes remaining. Little break for the players here to get some water. 24 Barnabas, 19 Celtics. That's 5 points. Barnabas are up by. Celtics probably needing a goal. Draw them back into this game and need it pretty quickly as time is running out. Noel Cronin here, just over to check on his player, make sure he's okay. He's up. Lewis Cascades. He's had a good game today. Covered a lot of ground. Worked really hard. Ball is kicked out towards him. He's free here, so decides to pass it on. That's off to Keane Doyle. He's surrounded by Barnabas players. And referee decided he's going to take some action here, maybe just a ticking. Oh, that's a red card, a straight red for Ponchu. That's Ponchu Barrett, number 8 for Barnabas, has been sent off. He's got a red card, so Barnabas are down to 14 players. And Celtics have a free in here, but it's 1 minute 35 seconds left, so they got to be pretty quick and orchestrate something if they can, maybe a goal. Bring them right back into it. Decide to go short. Off to Brandon Lakes. Off to Aidan Cassidy. He's surrounded by Barnabas players. And that's across to Kevin Taylor. Kevin has the shot. Right up. Charlie O'Connor gathers. And he gathers and does very well. Comes out to Luke Harvey. Luke tries to get it along the sideline, but doesn't get too far, but Celtics have it, and that's Keane Gahan. Going to have a pot in here, hits another ball in, but again it's into Charlie O'Connor. It's just that Charlie clears down the field only as far as the Celtic player. Oh, actually, that's gathered towards Conor Linehan. Did very, very well. Very pacey, Conor. Looking for support here. Barnabas probably run down the clock. Luke Harvey. Harvey carries it down on the sideline. Does really well. And he's free. He's free. But the linesman is calling that the ball went out. And it's a ball here for Celtics. So 25 seconds left. And unfortunately he kicked it back to a Barnabas player, and that's Sean Gilligan. Sean heads across the field. Clock running down here to Celtic running out of time. Luke Harvey. Luke Harvey drives it back. It's a good ball by Luke Harvey. Keep it in possession. Barnabas just trying to run out the clock here. It looks like they're going to take this. And that's the final buzzer. And Barnabas are U15 Spring League champions on a scoreline of 5 goals and 9 points to 3 goals and 10 points. Barnabas 24, Celtics 19. Thank you. Over and out.